Well, I think this season I really thought about convergence, and I thought about this big city life that I live and so many of my customers live, where your life is hectic, it's a fast life, you need a sort of this consistent sense of polish, but then all of us who are urban big city creatures, we all crave unplugging. Everyone wants to unplug, and for me, kind of the most amazing place to unplug is out in Northern California in Big Sur. Nature is everywhere you look, and there's an easiness that you feel when you're out there, that you want to put your hands in your pockets. You want to throw on a bedroom slipper. How do you have that easiness? How do you have that sense of laid-back glamour that still feels polished and chic and works in the city? It's the best of both.
I like it a lot. I love Big Sur. One of my favorite movies is The Sandpiper. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor lived in that area. I even went on a pilgrimage to see the area driving along the coast. I love American road movies, so I like the inspiration.
Michael's having a good time. Michael loves the good life. He loves men, women, everybody should wake up with a big stupid grin on their face, you know, and either head for the beach or head for something wonderful, and he doesn't see any reason why you shouldn't be happy. And his clothes are designed to do that.
Everyone I know loves to live in their gym clothes. So how do you have that kind of easiness in a glamorous way? So, you know, takes on cashmere sweats, fabulous bias charmeuse slips. A lot of texture is really key, whether it's beautiful embroideries, but embroideries for day, not for evening. So it's, you know, feathers and leather embroidered onto beautiful coats and skirts and dresses, so that you can in fact wear these extravagant pieces every day. You don't have to be going to the Academy Awards. And delicious, delicious sweaters. A lot of hand-knit sweaters in mohair and alpaca. They've got this tactile kind of thing, you just want to grab them.
There's an effortlessness about them, there's a cool nostalgia vibe to them. They're luxe without you being intimidated, because they're so easy to understand, and yet, you know, it's a simple cardigan, but it's a simple cardigan made out of, you know, 12-gauge triple-ply cashmere.
The whole thing has this easiness that I think is perfect, because, you know, let's be frank, we can't all escape to Big Sur, but when we get dressed the right way, we can.
I love Michael Kors' collection. I thought it was so good because I love that juxtaposition of the great tailoring and then with the more softer chiffon dresses. And it was that yin and yang which gave us such a relaxed sophistication, which I think is absolutely right for next fall. When you see, whether it be those beautiful grey cut oversized jackets and coats, and whether you see that wonderful crop pant, or whether you see those beautiful soft printed dresses, it looked simple, but of course we all know it isn't.
I really think women want to kind of break the rules at night. The last thing you need to do is put on a strapless, colorful evening column. How boring. And I think we've progressed so much further than that. So maybe wear a really romantic blouse and a great pair of slouchy trousers at night.
Don't you think that to be sophisticated now and to be elegant now, it also has to look easy and not like you've tried too hard. And it was that just to me really came home as being an ideal wardrobe for the woman that loves luxury.
I I'm both a fan and a friend. I started as a fan, I became a friend, and I'm still a fan, always. Well, he has such iconic shapes, and it's like when you look at a Michael Kors woman, she seems like fully realized. There's nothing sort of like trite or young or youthful or trending about her. She's very, you know, her finger's on the pulse of fashion, yet it doesn't seem trendy, it seems timeless.
I think people underestimate how good a designer Michael Kors is.
Michael has sort of a wonderful sort of glorious modernity to him, and I think he's finally reached that place where I think all great designers get there, where, you know, this is me. Don't ask me to do anything else, because this is me, and you know what? It's really good enough.
What works for one designer doesn't work for another, but what I do is so based in getting people dressed for life. For me, it's so important to see what's going on the street all around the world. I think my job is to kind of know the pulse and know what people want before they know it themselves, but also be plugged into what's happening in culture. I think fashion is part of that. So I think that if you are a reality-based designer, so important. You know, if you're making clothes that never get produced and just, you know, are great to look at for the fun of it or the artistry, that's a different thing. But that's never been my thing. And I'm thrilled. I love seeing people on the street wearing Michael Kors. It's great.